I can't help but find it odd.
Excuse me?
Odd that a fellow prosecutor would be brought down by the power of his own office.
What are you talking about? Oh, you're joking. I get it. You're joking, right?
If you have the time to laugh, then you have the time to take another closer look at this. Do you still not see? If not, may I direct your attention to the missing file?
What? That's impossible.
What's impossible, Mr. Portsman?
Nothing.
The files on that shelf are all about a certain case. From 6 years ago.
No.
When the killer went to take the file after murdering your partner. I highly doubt they could have missed the bloody letters. The bloody letters written on the spine.
It's possible that they could have taken this file before committing the murder.
I think it's pretty obvious that the file was stolen after it was written on. The missing letters in the detective's name where the file should be is proof.
Yeah, I mean the S is gone, and then there's only half an H.
Wait,
If
is
Detective
my
Gumshoe...
name Gumho?
Gumho!
No, it's Jick Dumbshoe. Or wait, what did you call him again?
Yeah, it was Dick Jumpshoe. You're right.
Dick Jumpshoe. Yeah, that's right. If Detective Gumshoe really was the culprit of this case, I highly doubt that even he could overlook his own name written in blood on the files. Especially as a detective who can't stand the sight of blood.
I do love his like damaged thing where he goes. He
back
literally Boa Hancocks where he goes back so far that he's like looking down. Which means, what exactly? What does that make the dying message?
It makes it the work of a criminal intent on tampering with the crime scene.
That's so low! I can't believe the criminal tried to pin this whole thing on me, sir! I'm gonna get him, sir. You'll see. I'll have him under arrest in no time.
Let me at him! Let me at him!
Let me at him.
Well, Mr. Portsman?
Brilliant! Absolutely splendid! Fuck you. Oh, I made the thing disappear. Logic deserving of an Olympic gold.
I appreciate the praise, but it doesn't change the fact that your reasoning is flawed.
Meh. You win some and you lose some. That's how life goes. Glad everyone's so cheery, even though I feel more dead than alive. Me too, Gumshoe.
Extreme beach volleyball, too.
Yes.
Yes!
Yeah, you're right. That's the classic joke. But you know, it really is a shame. I really didn't want to have to bring this up. However... What is it this time? Are you still after me, pal? Humor me for a second. Who has the key to this office? That would be me. But Mr. Edgeworth just proved that I'm innocent, pal.
He just flash us?
I don't know where he got this coat from, but yeah. Oh, I should flip my collar up for this. That's absolutely right. And I acknowledge your innocence.
He's T-posing to assert dominance.
He is. Then why do I sense that you still have something to say?
Because I do. Well, I was thinking. Did you know that there is one other person with the key to this office?
One other person?
Hey, you there.
Oh, that's right. He was holding that jacket over his shoulder this entire
He
time.
totally was, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir. What is it, sir? would you kindly fetch and escort that lovely young lady here for me?
A lady? Gross.
Oh, no thanks, I'm not interested. That's very nice of you, but I'm taken.
The girl is a member of this building's security. Think of her as a material witness. Security? Did you say security? No, stop it, pal. Don't!
What's wrong with him all of a sudden? Hey!
Look who it is. I believe she needs no introduction. I have called upon Miss Maggie Bird, a member of security.
Let's go.
Hey.
Oh, look at her.
Detective Gumshoe, sir.
Maggie. Miss Bird is the security guard on watch tonight.
I see. And your point is?
My point is that she could very well have used it. And by it, well, let's just say my peanuts. I mean, I had to do it. Come on, Chad. And
I slam my peanut in the prosecutor door.
You slam your penis in the car door. And by it, I mean the master key, which can open all office doors in this building. What? If you're not the guilty party, Detective Gumshoe, then the only other person with access to this room is Miss Bird.
Maggie, did you kill someone again?
Again.
I'm sorry.
You
How dare you!
Stop
I would
doing
never
that.
sneak into someone's room.
That's right. I refuse to believe that Maggie's the culprit, pal. It was me. That's right. I did it. Can we take that as a confession, Detective? Well, it wasn't really me, but it definitely wasn't Maggie, pal. So, yeah, it was me. If it was, you'd have no problems with that, right?
Please refrain from flying off the handle, Detective. There's no need for such theatrics.
Listen to your boss, Detective. He understands what I'm saying here. That girl is the only one who could have committed the crime, and for one simple reason. Part 2.
Girls have cooties and are gross.
All girls know these days is be bisexual, charge their phones, eat hot chip, and break into room and kill guys.
It's true. And we should support them in this.
I think that makes sense to me.
This is very much a woman's right and a woman's wrong.
I support women's rights and women's wrongs. It's pretty obvious that Miss Bird stuck into your room using the master key. I mean, if Detective Gumshoe isn't the one who opened the door, then that leaves only Miss Bird as our prime suspect. On top of which, she knows our good detective, doesn't she? Making it all the more probable that she was the one who faked the dying message.
So you're saying she used the master key? The master key?
Period.
That's the master keyblade.
Incredibly incriminating evidence, wouldn't you say?
That's what you claimed about the evidence earlier as well.
That was then, this is now. The flow of a good match always changes during a rally. It's all about your reflexes and reaction time, especially for an athlete like me.
Is that a hint to what sport he plays?
I wonder if there was anyone
tennis
else.
or volleyball.
No, I think he's part of the breaking team.
He's actually we got to finish this stream. He's on the Kansas City Chiefs.
His name's Raygun.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wonder if there was anyone else other than Miss Bird who could have used the master key. It seems that the only way to get Mr. Portsman to give me more details is to press him.
Well, they told us to press them, so... I really could have sworn this part was shorter. Stuck in using the master key. Oh, they told us we have to press things, so let's press things.
Hold it!
Seems like a reasonable way to go from here.
Are you sure Miss Bird is the only member of security who could have used the master key?
There's only one person on staff at this time of night, and tonight, she's it. Isn't that right, Miss Bird?
That's, true, but I wasn't able to use the master key at the time of the crime, sir.
Wasn't able to? Well, what's that supposed to mean?
Yes, yes. Moving on. I'd hate to get sidetracked by something unrelated.
And it feels related.
What do you mean, unrelated? I want to hear what she has to say, pal. But you can't really trust her not to tell lies. Plus, I hate wasting time.
Should I hear Miss Bird out?
Hey, I'm gonna say we should.
Nah. Not so fast. I, too, am interested in hearing what Miss Bird has to say.
Didn't I just say it'd be a waste of time? We don't need to hear lies.
I'll be the judge of that. Miss Bird, if you please.
Also, just to reiterate, this is fucking like 2 a.m. Like, Edgeworth is so tired, just came home from a trip, and is like, God fucking damn it.
I discovered that the master key was missing at around 1 a.m., sir.
What do you mean by missing?
As in, it wasn't anywhere in the security booth, sir. The killer must have stolen it.
Mr. Portsman, I believe this to be an important piece of testimony. Don't you?
Nah. I can't believe someone like you would be taken in by such words.
I'm not lying, sir.
If that's the case, then I'd like to know. Why do you have the master key now?
I don't quite know. It just reappeared all of a sudden, sir.
A likely story. And where is your proof that the key was stolen to begin with? I bet you just forgot where you put it, and then found it again.
I never lose things. I can practically guarantee that. With me, if something disappears, it's usually because someone stole it.
Yeah, pal. Trust me. You don't want to test just how bad her luck is.
Unfortunately, I can't deem this piece of testimony as conclusive.
Glad you agree, Mr. Edgeworth. But... You still haven't established Maggie's motive for breaking into Mr. Edgeworth's office. Her motive? Didn't we already establish that it was theft? I mean, the culprit went through the bookshelves and at least tried the safe.
It is as Mr. Portsman says, Detective. I can't ignore the fact that all the evidence points towards a motive of theft. But I'm done taking blows. It's time for me to do the blowing. It's time to counterattack with a few facts of my own.
Time for the messed up shows.
That's a new.
Oh,
that's new
yeah, this is
testimony,
new.
I think.
From the wipe down save. I'm pretty sure this is the prints were only prosecutors know about the safes, so she wouldn't have known about this.
Yeah, that's true.
Objection!
Do you wish to continue insisting that Miss Bird was set on stealing something?
Why not? It's the truth, after all. It was also by your logic that we came to the whole thievery conclusion anyway.
That may be, but you must also be aware of the fact that the safe is a secret safe. The existence of which is only privy to prosecutors. I find it a little hard to believe that a hidden safe was a part of her cunning plan.
But But she could have found it by accident while she was turning everything else upside down.
I highly doubt that. I'd say the culprit knew exactly what they were looking for. After all, only the bookshelf and the safe were targeted.
Yeah, even I didn't know about that safe, pal. And that means there's no way Maggie could have known about it either. Then, are you proposing that...
No, I'm saving that for someone else.
Damn it. Then the killer is a prosecutor?
Interesting conclusion. That's definitely looking more and more probable. What's wrong, prosecutor? Do you have a different suspect in mind now?
Curses! Why? What made you... What's with the angry face all of a sudden? It's all my fault!
What do you mean?
It's... Jim. He knew about the existence of the secret safes.
What did you just say?
We were partners, and they were partners. Like inseparable conjoined
History
twins.
will say that they were good friends.
That's why I told him. I filled him in on the secret safes. Then that means... Yeah, I know. I had only just told him, too. Obviously, it was wrong of me to tell him. I still can't believe it. But the thief who broke into your room was probably Jim. Totally, definitely Jim.
Now he's claiming that the victim was the thief.
And you were simply trying to stop him, weren't you, Miss Maggie Bird?
Excuse me?
I mean, you are a security guard, right? That's your job. But killing is going a bit too far, even in your risky profession. What the? You're still accusing Maggie of murder? Yes and no. I mean, she had stumbled upon Jim, who probably drawn his own gun. I get it. It was self-defense, wasn't it?
No, I couldn't. I could never do something like that. Not even as a security guard, sir.
Plus, even if he was the thief, he wouldn't have a key to this office. Which is precisely why he had to steal it, wouldn't you say?
Look at this fucking, like, highlight of him.
Look at this!
Oh
Look at
my
this
God.
guy! Look at this! Look at this dude!
Like, even for first case victims, this guy is, like, incredibly first case victim-y. Like,
I know!
it's like Jonathan Milquetoast is his real name.
Wow.
It was Jim who stole the master.
Just name him John Doe, for goodness sakes.
Yeah. Honestly, show this image to somebody who knows Ace Attorney out of context and
They'd
see
be like,
if they
"Who
can
is
even
this?"
tell that this
Yeah.
is from an Ace Attorney game.
Pretty impossible for a supposedly stolen key to be here with us. Unless... Well, unless you retrieved it from Jim after you killed him.
Mr. Portsman, are you honestly accusing your own partner of being a thief?
I don't want to admit it, but it's the only way for everything else to make sense.
Has he no honor?
Now then, I think we're done here. The investigation waits for no man. Would you people be so kind as to see yourselves out? You can't kick us out. This is Mr. Edgeworth's office. Huh, but I'm the one who's been assigned to this case. You're all suspects to varying degrees, and therefore ineligible to run this show. When has this ever been a case, like...
I guess people have been suspects, but, like...
Yeah, and also...
Also, do you think Edgeworth broke
How-
into his own office?
Yeah. Also,
when did
how
you
long
get
does
assigned
it
to
take
this
to
case?
Yeah, this literally
true,
just
actually.
happened.
That's a good point.
You ran into the room saying, "Oh no, Jim!" Which again,
Like, yes,
isn't
sure,
even
I'm sure
this
the
guy's
cops have been
name.
here. I'm sure the cops have been here investigating, but probably only for at most, like, an hour?
Yeah, I think
So-
Jack's making this shit up right now.
Oh, yeah.
You're all suspects to varying degrees, and therefore ineligible to run the show.
Ezra should not be a suspect in any degree. He was out of the country, and this is his office.
Yeah.
Listen, pal, how many times do I have to say this? Maggie can't be the culprit.
Detective Gumshoe, calm yourself.
Calm your tits.
But, sir...
We have no choice but to accommodate his request. For now.
Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. At least one of you understands. Now then, if you could remove yourselves from my crime scene, I'd be most grateful.
Mark my words, Mr. Portsman. We will meet again.
If that's a formal request from the legendary prosecutor himself, then I suppose so. Now don't disappoint me, you hear? Phew.
Continue. Oh boy.
I can't stress enough how that took me 30 minutes when I played it by myself. And I'm like, damn, we do play so
30
slow.
minutes, an hour 45.
You
Same
know,
thing, really.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
What is the difference?
All right, we're definitely not going to finish the case today, but let's continue a little bit more. Okay.
What is with that prosecutor? I can't believe how rude he was. It was unbelievable.
Please maintain your professionalism, Detective.
I'm gonna find some real solid evidence proving Maggie's innocence. You'll see, sir.
But we've been kicked out of the crime scene, sir.
Oh. So then, what now?
Looks like my life's fallen into yet another gigantic ditch.
Do not despair, Miss Bird. We can overcome this as well. There are many other places and things we should be looking into anyway.
Really, sir?
For example...
We should be looking
this
into
hallway.
We should be looking into Tim the Toolman Taylor.
The linchpin of his argument against Miss Bird is related to the master key. In that case, this hallway is the perfect place to look for more information. Regarding the mystery surrounding my door.
Wow. Let's look at this basketball.
Oh, hey, look who it is.
Oh, hey!
He's here.
What is
talk
it?
to him.
What is it?
What a stupid place to set up a basketball hoop.
Yes, you're not wrong,
What is
Fridge.
it?
Is it fucking in the
basketball
hallway? You're just like fucking taking jumpers. Probably hits the ceiling so fucking often.
Uh-huh.
That's Mr. Portsman's prized possession, sir. He uses it to get all the MILFs to show up in the hallway. I heard he also plays soccer, dodgeball, and even tennis.
Hey, I'm good at one of those.
And not a single one of those sports is suitable to be played in a hallway.
Not many sports are.
I love his stupid ass.
Except hall ball.
Oh, ball.
Oh, ball.
It looks like you're in quite the pinch, Mr. Edgeworth.
To be sure, a murder within the walls of the prosecutor's office is no trifling matter. We must find, apprehend, and punish the killer accordingly, post-haste.
Sounds like a messy case you've got on your hands. If you ever feel lost or need some advice, my door is always open.
A good joke, Mr. Payne. Right? A right solid laugher.
A
were you
good
being
gut
serious?
punch.
Oh, you're being
Looks
serious.
like
Let me
you have-
laugh even harder.
You earn your reputation as funniest prosecutor yet again. How gracious. I will keep your offer in mind. Who is this guy again?
Oh my god.
Edgeworth's like mental, like his quips that he's doing in his mind are the funniest shit in this case.
What is a basketball hoop doing here?
Hey, didn't this used to be just outside next to the building a long time ago?
Also, it's
So
fucking
when-
difficult to move a basketball hoop.
It's
Oh yeah,
incredibly
those things
hard.
are heavy.
And like
So
getting
when
it through
and-
any door would suck ass.
Oh yeah.
So when and why was it moved indoors?
I don't remember when exactly, but I saw one of the officers drag it up here recently.
Drag it?
I heard that it wouldn't fit in the elevator, so the poor guy had to bring it himself.
All the way up to the 12th floor?
Rough.
This office.
1203. 1203? Hey Maggie, whose room is this again?
It's Mr. Portsman's, sir.
So he's my new neighbor, I see. I suppose he moved in while I was away overseas?
Interesting. And we can't go any more this way. But hey, look what's under this thing.
What? I won't rest
Okay.
until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Weep.
It's...
Isn't that the missing Zero series file, sir?
It's File O's.
My
Part of
favorite
a delicious
cereal.
file breakfast. No doubt about it. The bloody letters mark it clear as day. There seems to be a few pages missing. Our thief took only what was necessary and left the rest behind. Surprisingly not doing that earlier and resulting in this being here.
So, what are these Zero files about, sir? I guess they've got something worth stealing in them, huh?
It's not Zero, it's O. These files are about the infamous origami killer.
Oh, you mean the one that Nam and Jaden's working on?
Yes, his office is right down the hall. Not particularly. It's just a collection of court case files. However, the cases within these files are not mine.
Huh?
They belong to the High Prosecutor that used to occupy my current office. I have my
Snoop Dogg,
reasons.
the High
Whoa.
Prosecutor.
Oh shit.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
He did in fact smoke weed every day. I have my reasons, but let's just say I was charged with keeping them as they were.
Then that means the thief must have also wanted the file for a specific reason, right?
It would seem so. Only the pages related to that case from 10 years ago are missing.
Hey folks, we got another 10 years ago moment. Hooray. We're in the first case and they're already hitting us with the blank years ago case.
Not that case.
I wonder why someone would care about such an old case. It's almost like they do this every game.
Not that case. A well-crafted, high-quality sofa for visitors. The stitching is excellent.
Talk about a luxury waiting area. These babies are also great for napping, you know?
You would sleep even out here, Detective? In a hallway?
Whenever I
Don't
do.
have to. Don't knock it till you try it.
Whatever I do, I always wind up dreaming about giving testimony up on the stand. But it always ends in the same way. Me getting trounced by a lawyer. Isn't that awful?
Maybe I should give it a try sometime. To envision myself winning, naturally.
Such a douchey thing to say. Alright, Maggie.
Maggie!
Maggie!
Hey, Maggie! Birdie! What,
Birdmeister.
I was wondering.
Margarino!
Larry Bird!
Me?
That's Zach.
Yeah.
My email?
I was wondering if I may speak with you for a bit concerning this case.
I've always been a big fan of the courtroom, but this is like a dream. A dream where I'm being cross-examined by the Miles Edgeworth.
I can't let this chance pass me by. I must remember to ask her about the master key. I should jog her memory by showing my notes to her with tea.
Let's talk first.
Have you ever met the victim before?
Well, I've seen him a couple times before when I had to go to Mr. Portsman's office. Mr. Faith is always playing basketball with Mr. Portsman, sir.
That sounds like fun. Just once, I'd have loved to play with them.
It sounds fun, but the only person ever taking a shot was Mr. Portsman. All Mr. Faith ever did was pass him the ball, sir.
What a fucking douche.
On second thought, I don't think I'd have fit in at all with them.
Ms. Maggie Bird, correct? I take it that you are an acquaintance of the detective.
She was under my supervision back when she was still on the force, sir. One day, she got caught up in a murder, and things started going downhill, so she quit.
But I owe a lot to Detective Gumshoe for introducing me to my current employer. Or so I thought until a few hours ago. Right before I was about to clock out for the night.
You got caught up in this whirlwind of a case, correct?
Don't worry. My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures.
Damn.
Damn.
Since I was 6 months old when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building.
I think she mentioned this exact line before,
Yeah,
but like, what
I
the
believe
fuck,
so.
Maggie? How does that happen? And how are you still
Maggie,
here?
Maggie, you doing okay?
Maggie, are you okay? Are you okay, Maggie?
I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles,
Smooth
gotten
criminals.
sick from all sorts of foods, smoking all sorts of fat doinks, failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and now I even managed to be named a criminal just when I've become a security guard.
That's a lot to go through in one lifetime.
I know! And just when I thought I'd finally found my happiness, I wind up getting you and Detective Gumshoe involved in my bad luck.
You don't need to worry about me, Miss Bird. Nor do you need to worry about yourself. I will solve this case and prove your innocence. All I ask in return is for your cooperation.
Yes, sir, Mr. Edgeworth. You can count on me. I'll do all I can to help.
Let's present things. Probably the
The
key.
key. So, when did you discover that the master key was missing?
By the time I realized it, I think it was around 1 a.m., sir. And I noticed it was back at around 2:30 a.m. I was just sitting there on the ledge where the security room's reception window is. Or it was just sitting on the ledge where the security room's reception
I
window
was like, she was there.
But I'm sure that between those two times, it was not just gone, but stolen, sir.
Okay, so it was missing from 1 a.m. to 2:30. It's very specific.
Why is such an important key stored in such an insecure place?
It's not like that, sir. We always keep the key further inside the room, away from the window.
Always, you say? Except for this time, correct?
Well, I admit that was a bit careless. But I had my reasons. I left it out because I was sort of using it at the time. It was after I had used it that I left it sitting out on the ledge.
Bless you.
Thank you.
The prestigious always give me a jump scare.
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh god, who just got murdered?
It was after I'd used it that I left it sitting out on the ledge.
She used the master key.
Okay. Oh, people are saying present badge. I'll present the badge.
That's a prosecutor's badge, isn't it? It proves that you're really a prosecutor.
Interesting. Despite all appearances, she seems to know more than Gumshoe.
With that badge, even I could be a professional prosecutor.
No.
Sir, may I please try that on? Just for a little bit?
I don't think that would be a very good idea. Do you?
I guess not.
On second thought, they're actually on the same level.
Damn. Alright. Use the master key.
What did you mean by you used the master key?
Oh, I had to use it to open the door for this prosecutor who had forgotten his key.
Hat.
I mean, it's my job as a security guard, right?
What is it?
That's right! I just remembered. The prosecutor who forgot his key... It was Mr. Portsman, sir!
Maggie, literally, why are you just bringing this up now? That's like... What the literal fuck, Maggie? Also, you act like this was like 2 weeks ago. This was literally like 2 hours ago at most. Maggie!
You bird brain! What? Please, tell me more, Miss Bird. Quickly! Forgetful Mr. Portsman.
Coming soon
It was
to
around
ABC
12 a.m. Mr. Portsman had forgotten his office key, so he came down to security, sir.
And that's when you loaned the master key to him.
No way! It's against regulations to loan the master key to anyone. I walked with Mr. Portsman to his office and opened the door for him personally, sir.
I see.
And then? What happened after that?
Well, he called for me to come close up to his office as he was leaving to go home. Or he called for me to come close up his office. That was around 1:30 a.m., I think?
So, in summary, for the sake of one forgetful prosecutor, you used the master key twice tonight.
Talk about suspicious.
I doubt you can say that you've never left your keys at home, Detective. I think this calls for a thorough examination of Mr. Portsman's door.
Oh, hey. Now we can look more specifically.
Look at that door! Look at this door! I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Does he say this every time we look at something?
It seems like it.
Does it do it for the rest of the game?
Probably.
God damn it.
Room 1203. I take it that this is Mr. Portsman's office.
Yeah, you can't mistake it because of that basketball hoop, sir. Oh, that reminds me. Mr. Portsman had actually wanted room 1202 really badly.
Really badly.
But since you were already occupying it, Mr. Edgeworth, we put him next door, sir.
So why was Mr. Portsman so particular about getting room 1202?
I'm not sure. But I bet it's because of something like his birthday is December 2nd?
Yep, that's gotta be it. I can't think of any other reason why.
I can think of at least 3. Why am I even wasting time thinking about this? The door is locked tight.
Bet the old credit card trick wouldn't work here, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
We both know you don't have any credit cards, Detective.
No!
This is the office of a high prosecutor, Detective. These doors would be pretty ineffective if the average cat burglar could get through them.
Aha! So I guess only a great cat burglar could get in. That must be who our culprit is.
Might I advise you to return that conclusion to whatever pawn shop you bought it from?
Damn.
A minimalist yet classy door made of top quality wood.
It's kinda majestic, too. Fits in really well with the ambiance of the prosecutor's offices. Even Mr. Portsman seems dignified, just because he works behind one of these.
Nonsense. A man doesn't become more or less dignified because of where he works.
Well, he still seems more dignified than Mr. Payne.
Mr. Payne? I suppose custodial work can also be dignified.
God damn! It's incredible because
Learn
canonically,
your coworkers' names!
because canonically he's like 10 feet away from them right now too.
Yep.
Absolutely brutal.
Yeah. Edgeworth's unintentional dunks are really funny.
Yeah. Speaking of dunks,
It's Mr. Portsman's personal basketball hoop.
Can't believe he put something like this in the hallway of a prosecutor's office.
You know, it's actually pretty useful, sir. I haven't gotten lost trying to find your office since it's been here.
It's a guidepost.
How
I like
long
it.
have I had the same office and yet you still managed to get lost?
I think that's all the things with the door. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Talk to police guy.
Is everything alright?
Yes, sir. If you must know, I weighed myself this morning and I'm finally at 154 pounds.
Congratulations, but I was asking about this hallway and this room.
Oh, everything's okay, sir.
A word of advice, stay focused or you may start to lose even more weight.
Yippee.
And nook and cranny.
I won't rest until I respect every nook and cranny! 1202. These 4 numbers on a number plate alone proclaim this to be my office.
Whoops. Hey, these number plates slide right out, sir.
They have to be able to take the plate off when a room becomes vacant, you know. But why? Why do the numbers change?
Yeah, the numbers shouldn't
If it was a
change.
name,
Yeah.
I get it, but if
Yeah.
it's just the number... Although, the idea that it can be so easily removed is kind of...
Terrifying.
I don't see any signs of forced entry.
And, and according to the guard, no signs that the lock was picked either, sir.
Meaning that the door really was opened with a key. Did you happen to ask if any prints were lifted from the doorknob?
Apparently, the doorknob's as clean as a whistle. White, they think.
Whoever this thief is, they did a good job of not leaving any clues behind.
Okay.
Except when I found the big clue under the bench over there.
Got him.
A minimalist yet classy door made of top quality wood. It's sturdily made, making it near impossible to break in by force.
It's almost majestic, sir. I wish I could be as stately as this door.
Only Gumshoe would praise a door as something greater than himself. Being a detective has its own rewards and a certain virtuous value, I think. If you live up to your full potential, that's a poignant trait that anyone can admire.
I see. So you're saying, sir, that being me is the best thing I can do for everyone?
Oh, no, please. Right. No. Being you is the opposite of what the world needs.
That long pause wasn't exactly reassuring, sir.
Alright, I think we have to do some of these. Master key was stolen, master key was used. That's gotta be something.
They both say master key,
I assume so.
It'd be kind of wild if they didn't.
Ms. Bird, I'm afraid there's a flaw in your story.
What? No way, pal. I mean, sir.
You said that you locked up Mr. Portsman's office at around 1:30 a.m., correct? However, the master key had already been stolen at that time.
Wow. Nothing gets by you, Mr. Edgeworth. You saw that contradiction like a pro. I had totally forgotten all about that. But thanks to you, I remember it now. You're right. It was around that very time that I realized the master key was missing.
And?
Well, I'm a security guard, sir. I couldn't just admit to losing the master key, could I? So I pretended to lock up his room, sir.
You pretended?
Yeah. I used my house key and made it look like I was locking up, sir.
So, in actuality, you never did relock the door, then?
Well, I thought that maybe I could go lock it up after I found the key. Come to think of it, I guess the door still hasn't been locked properly.
Well, let's take a look at that door, actually. And look, cranny.
Can we open it? Oh, deduce.
Portsman's office. She could not lock up. Okay.
Eureka! There's a contradiction here between reality and the evidence. If what Ms. Bird has said is true, then why is this door locked tight?
Huh? You know, you're right.
Ms. Bird, are you sure you didn't relock this door?
I'm certain of it, sir. And I don't think Mr. Portsman noticed it himself that I hadn't.
Which means what, sir?
It either means that he actually does have the key to his office, or that the door Miss Bird opened wasn't this one at all, but a completely different one.
She opened a different door. But how can you prove that?
He switched
There's
the
an
name,
easy way
he
to
switched
find
the number
out.
plates.
All we need to do is we need to examine these prints on the number plate.
Prints on the number plate.
The prints on the number plate. They will tell us all we need to know.
Everything? Really? Like what, sir?
Like when we will die.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think it's the number plates, because...
Well, for example, and such as... Well, we know for sure that Detective Gumshoe's dinner will only consist of instant noodles.
Why am I catching strays here? Wow, that was amazing, sir. How did you know?
Was that supposed to be a joke to cheer me up, Mr. Edgeworth?
So brutal.
Yes, that's it. Now then, we should get back to doing what we need to do, and that is...
Oh, so is it trying to find Maggie's prints on the doorknob then?
Yes? Yeah, because they said
Oh.
Edgeworth's door has been wiped, so her print should be on the knob.
Right.
This
that makes
knob.
sense. I guess the logic is that he would have wiped the prints on the number plates as well because he's wiping everything.
He's wiping a lot.
Then why
Yeah.
wouldn't he have wiped the other doorknob then?
Because he didn't open this doorknob.
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess.
The prints on the doorknob will tell us everything.
Hey, you. Yeah, you, pal.
What?
Hey, you.
Hey, yo!
He's talking to us.
Do us a favor and see what you can lift from this.
Oh, he's talking to the other guy.
He's
So,
talking to us, the players.
what did you find out?
There's no need for such belligerent nostril flaring, Detective.
Sir,
Gosh.
I have only found Mr. Portsman and Mr. Faith's prints on the doorknob.
So only 2 people's prints were found on this, huh? That's pretty decisive.
Huh? I'm lost, sir.
Thinking logically, a certain other person's prints should be on this knob as well. Now then, whose prints should also be on this doorknob?
Maggie's, because she should have opened it.
Maggie.
If she opened it.
Don't you find it odd that the prints of the person who unlocked this door are absent?
You mean...
Yes, the door that Miss Bird opened could not have been this one, but a different one. What have we here?
My God, he does say it all the time.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and granny.
Weep.
I'm just here looking around, young people.
I must inspect you.
What is this?
Looks like a scrap of paper. I'll get it, sir. Let's see. Oh, there's something written on it. Well, I can't read.
It looks like a note from the victim.
Yeah, and it's from Mr. Portsman.
Okay. And also, let's look at this.
What's this?
What are you looking at, sir? Oh, hey, how about a game?
It's 4
That's
a.m., but sure.
okay, Detective. I just found the position of this hoop to be a little off.
Hey, you're right, sir. I guess it shifted when someone made a seriously sweet slam dunk.
The positioning of the
Seriously
hoop is
sweet.
definitely unnatural. I'd better take note of this.
Call me Scotty Pip.
Somebody definitely faked the funk on a nasty dunk.
Thank you. Boom. Look at that, we're at full health. It's all good.
Poking around in this hallway has actually paid off quite handsomely.
Huh? How so, sir?
In a variety of different ways. I think it's time we had a little chat with the real culprit of this case.
You know who the killer is? Wow, Mr. Edgeworth.
As long as my logic is sound, then yes. The mastermind behind this murder is none other than Mr. Portsman.
What? No way.
I doubt
What?
it.
Mr. Portsman?
I
Probably that's
knew
highly
it.
unlikely.
That's exactly what my logic senses were telling me, too. I suspected it was him from the instant he accused Maggie of being the killer, sir.
That is anything but logical. Lady and gentlemen, prepare yourselves. Come what may, it's time to knock on truth's door.
And that...
Knock,
Okay,
knock,
you're being
knocking
a little
on
extra,
the
pal.
door.
That was a little much.
Actually, yeah, before we do the outro here, Pridge, what do you think about the changes to the formula so far? Obviously, we've barely seen anything.
I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see if just doing investigation segments is enough to carry the game, or whether it starts to get a little. I guess I'm not the one playing it, so it's less to me.
For sure.
I mean,
I think
this game's a further story anyway, so I mean, I'm not gonna.
I think
really
the
care
fact
too much.
I think the fact that you do essentially get cross-examinations here and there. I don't know how prevalent they are in other cases, but I imagine they're similar. I think that like breaks up the action, and then also the main thing is just that you're getting Gumshoe and Edgeworth and a lot of like nostalgic characters from the original trilogy, which is the best part of it, in my opinion. Unless you've already played this, so
I have.
Yeah. But folks, let us know in the comments down below what you think about this so far. If you're enjoying it, if you've played it already, what do you think about the remake? And if you haven't already picked up the remake, consider using our Nexus.gg store, nexus.gg/savedatateam. You can pick it up yourself for the same price you would normally, and you can send a portion of the proceeds to us, which we'd really appreciate in return. That is, I should mention, Steam only, PC only. So if you're going to pick it up there, please do it through that. But until next time, stick around for art. Port is adjourned. Mocha with It's Been a While. It's been forever since I had art for stream, but I finally finished the Susato drawing, so I thought I'd share. Yeah, I mean, this is bonkers good. Like, the aesthetic, the clouds, the falling, the pose, the shadow on Naruhodo's hand from her hand. Insane. Insane, Mocha. Vex Magic, with an honor of finishing 5-4 last week, I made this. Yep, Gabe Oder.
Nice.
Athena Sykes has been found guilty. Very good.
That's how the game ends, canonically.
Yeah, like you said. Just a random idiot with IRL stuff has finally sorted itself out, so I can get back to drawing my time travel AU. Anyways, last week my mom saw the Edgeworth phone charm I have and said he looks like me, which confused the fuck out of me because Edgeworth does not look like me. So I decided to make him look like me by drawing him as a curly-haired Filipino like me, and I guess this is perfect to send to you guys if you're doing investigations tonight. Yeah. No, I love it. I love when any of y'all send in like either like different skin tones or different hair types for all the different Ace Attorney characters or any characters. It's really cool. Sebastian with Great Thief Nyata Garasu can Izutsumi thingy. Very good. Very, very cute. Deku Blast with This Is Basically Logic mode. Person is on the floor. He doesn't answer when I call him. I think this guy's dead. Very good. Roger Raichu with Originally I had a Dual Destinies joke planned, but I'll have to wait till next week since I'm hyped for investigation, so here's a sexy horseman for you to look forward to meeting in a future case. I've seen pictures of this guy already. I want to know what the hell his deal is, because his design is kind of interesting to me. But cool, yeah. I like the little like hand emblem pin that he has. Reaper with I'm here to defend myself for these allegations. I wasn't the one who put Skibbity Chopper in my artwork last week. It was someone in senior class in my digital art lab.
Sure.
We've got he has a massive forehead. Good for him. He really does. Learning how to draw the flower bomb fuckos I too wish to draw propaganda. POV, you're smelly. Or he reminds me of Turtle. Because of the lore, they are very Romeo and Juliet to me. Cute. Red with Heyo bringing some doodles once again. Post 5-4 case shenanigans. Back on Blackwell not wanting to go to jail, so he plays Smash with Athena. Choose Athena here because, well, she has to go for jail for now. She and Simon pulled the bestie card so they can game in the courtroom instead or something.
Jeez, we've been playing for 2 hours. How are you still tryharding?
This is just me playing how I always do, Sykes Dono. If it bothers you so much, we can stop, pack up, and go to jail.
Never mind. Keep tryharding then.
Also, shit, I didn't even see the Simon maining Meta Knight, her maining Jigglypuff.
Simon totally like played Meta Knight in Brawl when he was busted.
When he was the best character in the game,
and
was
then
banned from tournament
and then went to jail, and then now that he's out of jail, he's like, well, Meta Knight's the most OP one, right? And everyone's like, he didn't hear about how he got nerfed.
He missed out on something.
Yeah. And a jelly with, well, in honor of the stream actually being Investigations, the game officially releasing, I made this drawing of Kay during class today. Ignore that some parts of her design look off. I didn't have a reference on me and fixed what I could at home. Yeah. Very, very cute. I love that you actually got like the design on her vest on this. It's a lot of detail. Connor King with back at it again with Fulbright. That's all I got. It took way longer than I thought, and I'm glad it's done. No, this is super good. I love this pose of him too. Excited to get back to his antics shortly. Pinky with hello. Guess who just moved to his college dorm? Have fun playing Ace Attorney Investigations. A very silly flower bomb comic because a friend of mine drew it as Red and Frank. When meeting new people, remember to keep it light and casual. Use our conversation starters if you need help.
Light and casual. Order received. I'm going into labor. He's using the pregnancy card this early?
If he U-turns the topic back to bomb manufacturing, we might clutch this.
Incredible. Scott, I had to draw these. I had to draw something. I just love the idea of Miles Wilkopos Edgeworth saying the fuck word.
Fuck you, Mr. Portsman. I love puzzles. Okay,
Yes.
wise guy, let's see you take a crack at it.
Thank you.
The most obvious shit ever.
Because it does, like, the puzzle mechanic, it's really just like one little insert and one little...
Right?
Yeah, it's perfectly this. Matt Benagar with Ola. I don't have school tomorrow, so I can spend the whole day investigating. Doing my first rewatch of Dual Destinies, and I'm very tempted to watch Yokai Watch. Anyways, enjoy. Here it is, part 2 of 4 of The Project. Wow, Pridge's shower. I forgot about that. Holy shit. Don't ever believe in yourself.
Don't ever try anything.
Wow.
Everything you do is gonna fail.
God, I forgot how dejected you were by that.
That was a bad day.
Yeah.
That's a rough one.
Deadly invasive to Australia rabbit. Yes, I forgot that we learned about that. The channeling chamber that we were never told the name of. Dickbag lilies. Fuck. I don't even remember the context around dickbag lilies. I just know that I said it. The Gabba Gajiba Bajaba.
That's funny.
Work you fucking game. Oh. Amazing. Saf with It's Been a While, but I'm back with our Yippee. This is how I envision him every time he uses logic. Basically painted over the meme. Yeah. The fucking face is so good. Also genuinely really good shading on this. Jarek with my schedule is getting busy soon, so with my dwindling free time, I went overboard this week. The right agency kids in the style of their color-appropriate Persona game. Persona 3 Evoker use. I learned a lot from this that I'm already bringing into my personal style.
I'm obsessed with Mr. Hat being a Persona.
Yeah.
I am unholy now obsessed with that as a concept.
I also genuinely love Athena with... I'm assuming that is Athena, but it's Widget.
It's Widget being Athena.
Yeah, that's so good. And Apollo's biblically accurate
bracelet god.
Oh, that's so good. What the fuck?
Yeah, these are all really good.
Oh my god.
Fucking Persona, man.
Yeah, and the second one is so sick too. Oh, this fucking rules.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Jarek. Mint Mango with happy Miles Edgeworth to those who celebrate. Miles internally. I can't tell if I'm being mocked right now or if he's really never had a thought in his life.
Unlike a certain defense attorney, I have something called logic. and anime on my side.
Wow, I've never used logic in my investigations. You're so smart, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. TK with Heyo. I wanted to draw you guys this week since Wes is now the main character for the series. Yo, this is so good. This is clean as hell. What the fuck? Yeah, you did a great job, like blending the characters and what we actually look like. This is awesome. Chrono Wizard with. For some reason, I'm having trouble doing Dual Destinies art. Was fine for the other streams, but this stream has been a blessing. Tried a pencil approach, and it makes investigations feel like a whole different game. Anyways, here's an Edgeworth drawing and some sketches based on the stream tonight.
Detective, all doors have locks to keep others out of the offices.
Did someone say key?
Get out, Sora! We have to go through each of Jacques' suspects.
Athena showing up.
Am I a suspect too?
No, you're not in this game.
And Alina Shmina with I drew Wes as Edgeworth, plus a little Gumshoe Zach in the corner. Excited to see your investigations playthrough once I finish the game. Yeah. That's adorable.
Heck yeah.
This is so good. But folks, we'll be there whenever you tune in next time. But until then, have a good night.